Hello, Super Kids, and welcome to Super Saturday. I hope that you are enjoying your summer. I am super excited that you are here with us today. Today, you're going to hear an amazing Bible story. You're going to see Make You Laugh Marcus, and you're going to see other super kids just like you. So are you ready to get started? Let's go.
Hello, Sunshine Bear! Are you ready to laugh? Okay. Why did the strawberry cry?
Why?
Because the parents were stuck in a jam. See you later. Bye.
Pretty soon, it's going to be time for most of you to go back to school. What does that mean? Well, it means getting up in the morning, going to school, having to do your spelling test, math, social studies, history, language arts, all of that stuff. And it's going to require for you to focus if you're going to get a good grade, right? Well, sometimes when you're in school and you're trying to do a really good job on an assignment, guess what happens? A distraction comes. What are distractions? Distractions are things to get you off focus. So if you're studying really hard for a math test or you're studying really hard for your history test, a distraction would be something like a brother or a sister coming into the room and interrupting you while you're trying to study. Or a distraction would be getting an invitation to come outside and play when you're trying to focus. Maybe you need to study all weekend for a big test. And a distraction could be that someone invites you to come to their birthday party. All of those things can be a distraction. Get you off focus from doing or accomplishing what you're trying to do or accomplish. Well, guess what? Today I have a Bible story about one of Jesus's disciples who got distracted. Are you ready to hear the story? Let's get started. Today's story is found from Matthew, the 14th chapter, beginning at the 22nd verse. Jesus had just heard the bad news about John the Baptist, his cousin, who had been killed. His head had been cut off. So when Jesus got the news about his cousin John the Baptist being killed, he got into a boat or a ship and he went somewhere far away or into a distant place. He probably wanted to be alone. He probably wasn't feeling that happy about hearing that his cousin had died. Once he got there, the people heard that he was there. And so they started coming around, following him all throughout the city. Jesus saw the multitude. Multitude means there was a lot of people. When he saw them, he had compassion toward them, and he started to heal the sick. So when it became evening, his disciples said, "Okay, Jesus, it's getting late. Let's send these people home." And Jesus said, "No, we can't send them home yet. They've been here with us all day. We've got to give them something to eat." So Jesus fed them. He fed them with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Well, that's not the story that I'm going to tell you about today. I want to tell you what happened after Jesus performed the miracle and he fed the thousands of people with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. After everyone ate, Jesus told his disciples to get in the ship and go to the other side of the sea. He was going to join them later. After Jesus had sent all the multitude, all the thousands of people away, he sent them home. Jesus went into a mountain to pray. Remember, the disciples are on the ship and they're going to the other side because that's what Jesus told them to do. But guess what happened? While they were on the ship and they're going to the other side, a storm comes and the waters are splashing all over the place and rocking the boat, and the water is going inside of the boat. So while all of that is happening, Jesus walks on the water to where the ship is. Now that's amazing. As I just told you, water is going everywhere. There's a storm and the waters are not calm. They're going everywhere and the wind is blowing everywhere. And Jesus is walking on the water. And when the disciples saw Jesus, they were terrified. They were afraid because they thought Jesus was a ghost. And Jesus said right away, "Be of good cheer. It's me. You don't have to be afraid." And Peter, when he heard that, he said to Jesus, "Well, Lord, if it's you, let me come out there on the water also." And guess what Jesus said? Jesus said, "Come on." And Peter got out of the boat. Remember what's happening. Remember, there's a storm going on. Normally people are trying to be safe, right? But Peter got out of the boat and Peter walked on the water and started walking towards Jesus. But he got distracted. Peter stopped looking at Jesus and he started looking around at the wind blowing everywhere. He started looking around at the waters going everywhere. And when he took his eyes off Jesus and became distracted, he began to sink in the water. And Peter cried out, "Lord, save me!" And immediately, Jesus took his hand and helped Peter up, and they both got in the boat. So see, Peter got distracted. He was doing fine. He was walking on water just like Jesus. Can you walk on water? No. Can I walk on water? No. You go into a lake or a sea or a pool, you don't walk on top of the water, do you? So Peter was doing just fine, but he got distracted. And when he got distracted, he began to sink. So what are we to learn from that? See, there's a distraction. The wind is blowing, I'm outside, and there's a plant hanging here, and it just blew into the camera. It's a distraction from me trying to tell my story, right? So I can't get off focus, right? I can't forget what I'm supposed to be doing because I have to tell you how important it is for you not to become distracted. When you go back to school and you're studying for a test, or you go back to school and you've made up in your mind that you're going to go to school and you're going to have a good attitude all year long. I'm going to listen to my teachers. I'm going to obey and follow the instructions. You've got that in mind. Don't be distracted because the enemy is going to try to distract you. He's going to give you an opportunity to disobey. He's going to give you the opportunity to not follow the instructions. He's going to present an opportunity for you not to study hard for your test. Don't be distracted. Stay focused, and you'll be able to accomplish great things this school year. I believe in you. I know you can do it because with God's superpower, He gives you the ability to do what you need to do. Don't you remember what Philippians 4:13 says? I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. That's the superpower that you need to stay focused.
Let your light shine before others so they can see the good things you do and praise your Father who is in heaven. Matthew 5:16. You ask, how can we let our light shine? Your light can shine not saying a word. It can speak highly, not being heard. The light of your smile can brighten a day. The light of your touch can help show the way. So remember, you don't have to say a word of any kind. Just let the light of Jesus in, and His love you will find.